Hello, I'm Kevin Hunter. Today I'm going to talk to you about the dealership finance office, their favorite strategies they like to deploy, and costly mistakes you can make before you sign out on your next car. With profit margins on new cars being tighter than ever, car dealers have plenty of incentives to get creative with how they make money off of you, the consumer. We fully recognize that there's no crime in making a profit. However, there are plenty of questionable methods and strategies deployed and outright lies told, all in the name of making money. For many years, it's been car salesmen that get the bad rap for being dishonest. However, the biggest liars and deceivers in the entire car dealership sit in the finance office. The people who occupy this office are known as business managers, F&I managers, the finance man, and even a loan officer. You'll probably think this person is your friend. After all, you finally finished negotiating your car deal, and this fellow is going to help you sign out on your car. When you were introduced to this person, you'll never hear a more glowing report of a human being at any time in your life. It's called the TO, or turnover, to the finance officer. You'll be told you're in good hands. You'll be told it's easy from here on out, and nothing could be further from the truth. You're about to face the most skilled salesperson the dealership employs. 2 simple rules to remember the moment you meet the finance officer or step into their office. First, you are not obligated to buy or pay for anything they offer in the finance office, no matter what they say, including additional dealer fees. And secondly, the finance man is obligated by the owner of the dealership to sell you products to boost dealer profits. Everything you hear out of their mouth is to make the dealership money. Many of them will say anything and everything and even violate state law to get you to add profits to the car deal. The process is designed to slow things down, to wear you out, to get you to sign your name on inconsequential documents so they can have you nodding your head yes when it really counts. Let's get started. Number 1, Rustproofing. It's a proven fact that a new car coming off an assembly line anywhere by any automaker does not need rustproofing. In fact, several automakers actually void the factory corrosion and perforation warranty if the car is undercoated by a third party. The reasons are quite simple. Dealer-applied undercoating have been known to plug drain holes designed in body panels, thus preventing them from getting rid of water accumulated from rainfall or other exposure to moisture. When a body panel cannot drain, no amount of coating in the world can save it. So why do dealers sell it anyway? Simple. Huge markup. Dealer-applied undercoating ranges from $300 to as much as $1,500, depending on the car and the type of treatment package they offer you. Number 2, fabric protection. A lot of dealers will eagerly pitch you on fabric protection, which is really nothing more than an off-the-shelf spray can applied by a minimum wage employee, and then it's sold to you at $200, $300, $400, or even more. John Nielsen, National Director of Auto Repair and Buying at AAA, states that automakers install high-quality interiors that incorporate materials and fabrics that shouldn't have stain-related issues. If you still think you need that extra protection, all you have to do is buy a $10 bottle of Scotchgard, spray it on yourself, problem solved, hundreds of dollars saved. Number 3, paint protection. The sales pitch on paint protection is amazing. You'll hear something like,
"This stuff is used in the aerospace industry and it provides a superior year-round no-wax shine and protects against harsh environments."
Sounds amazing, doesn't it? Protective paint sealant can easily cost a new car buyer $200 to $400 for a basic package and get up to $1,000 or even $2,000 for the premium packages. Here's the truth. Automotive paints today are durable finishes that benefit much more from regular washing and waxing than they do from added sealers. Coincidentally, most car manufacturers generally advise against waxing or sealing the paint on a new car for a period of weeks or even months to allow for proper curing. Number 4, VIN etching or window theft protection. VIN etching is a subject of much scrutiny and many lawsuits. Many dealers no longer sell it, and they call the ones that do thieves or crooks. They are right. VIN etching is nothing more than an adhesive stencil containing the vehicle identification number, or VIN as they call it, of your car. However, when the finance man talks to you about it, you'll believe the police will find your car with it, that it can't be uninstalled, that you must pay for it. This is all nonsense. There are tons of claims about VIN etching, and most of it is bogus. So why do they sell it? Again, pure profits. Window etching is commonly sold from $250 to as much as $600, and sadly, most consumers have no idea they even bought it. For those of you who think you still need it, you can go online, buy the kit yourself for $20 to $40 and install it in 10 minutes. Number 5, gap insurance. Gap insurance is one of the most abused legitimate insurance policies in the car business. Dealers try to sell it to everyone and commonly include it in what they call preferred protection packages. Here's what it does. Gap covers the difference between actual vehicle value and your loan balance if you should happen to total your car. With so many people being duped by savvy finance officers, it's become a common problem to have a loan on a car that's greater than its actual value. Overpriced dealer gap adds to the inflated loan balance by stinging you for additional $300 to $750. If you really need gap, talk to your own insurance provider first. You'll find out they sell it for $30 to $35 a year. Hopefully, you're a bit smarter than most car buyers and you don't even need gap. Number 6, extended warranties. Warranties are another commonly abused dealer product. As a dealer option, extended warranties can be a good thing in some cases, but to a very limited number of car buyers. Starting at $1,000, they can easily climb to several $1,000s. Here are the problems. First, finance offices routinely lie to buyers claiming that the bank wants you to have one, or they tell you this is what most people go with. They're lying and they're not looking out for you. And secondly, many warranties aren't worth the paper they're written on. I've been personally involved in several cases where full coverage warranties only paid a fraction of the cost of repairs, and in some cases, the customer lost their vehicle entirely, destroying their credit in the process. So much for being safe instead of sorry. But this is what happens when you believe the wrong people. Here's my suggestion. I have never bought an extended warranty. I suggest you consider cars that have great service reputations, have your car inspected before you buy it, and then put a few dollars away in a savings account if you should ever need it. I've never regretted doing this, and neither will you. For most people, these 3 simple steps will provide greater protection in the long run than most extended warranty plans you find at a car dealer. A final note on extended warranties. If you're watching this video and you've had a great experience with a given type of extended warranty in the past, please list it in the comments below so that other car buyers can make better choices. Knowing who the good warranty companies are is always good for people who think they need an extended warranty. Number 7, the ever popular document fees and delivery fees. When the finance man can't beat you on other things, it's the document fee that gets fatter and delivery fees that get added. Refuse to pay anything over $75 for a document fee and refuse to pay a delivery fee on any used car. If it's a new car, demand to see the dealer's manufacturer invoice on the car. The delivery fee was likely included in the invoice price and is not an additional fee to the dealer. That means you are not obligated to pay it. Don't let the dealer rip you off with any delivery fees you don't have to pay, and nobody should ever pay over $75 for a doc fee. Number 8, the finance man changing the price of your car, your trade, or both before you sign out. When your car deal was finally negotiated, you thought you were done. Car buyers don't always think to double check the numbers. Take Nikki, for example. She was buying a used car for $22,000. She wanted $2,000 for her trade, but the manager only wanted to pay $1,000. Eventually, they caved in and gave her the $2,000. After she left the dealership, however, she noticed a problem with her paperwork. Her trade was listed at the $2,000 she asked for, but the car she had just bought moved from $22,000 to $22,999. Nice trick. She went back and, caught in the lie, the dealer fixed what they claim was a mistake made by the finance man. I'm sure you know this was no accident. You should always be taking notes during the negotiation phase and always double check the numbers. Number 9. The finance office changing your interest rate, your down payment, your monthly payment, or the term of the loan. Most people visit with the finance man 2 or 3 times. The first time will likely happen while you wait in the dealership showroom or in the sales office, and you'll hear what a great person he or she is. You may have a follow-up finance interview, and then finally a sit-down in the finance office. There are a lot of promises made during this process. Why would your interest rate change or the term of your loan change? Easy. There are many dealers who shotgun a deal. This means they shopped your car deal out to many bankers. Dealers commonly try to hunt for banks that give them a better callback, which is simply more room to add products in the car deal. Dealer bankers do nothing to discourage this because they know that the number one responsibility of the dealer finance office is to make money for the car dealer. Listen to what I just said. The dealer bankers know that it's the number one responsibility of the dealer finance office to make money for the car dealer. You must verify your interest rate, the cash down payment amount, the monthly payment, and especially the term. You can easily be switched from a 60-month note to a 66-month note while adding in products and maintaining your expected car payment. Clueless buyers get stung on this all the time. And number 10, which is perhaps the worst trick dealers do, it's called the yo-yo payment trick, or the take your car home while we finish your paperwork trick. The number one reason that finance offices do this is to take you out of the car market. They promise you that a loan is pending, and you can take the car while the details get figured out. There are many dirty tricks that the real con artists in the car business pull, but this is one of the worst. Dealers who do this are subject to harsh penalties from the FTC, but that doesn't stop them from doing it. Here's what happens. You are told to take the car home while they finish the paperwork. They say they will call you to come back later to sign everything. I can't stress this enough. Never drive a car home you haven't signed out on. This is the so-called yo-yo deal. You go home thinking the financing is taken care of, and you'll have payments for, let's say, $300 a month. Sometimes as much as a week later, the dealership calls and says that in order to get financing approved, the payment must be $400 a month. Or they say a different deal has to be signed because they switched banks. Or they confess they couldn't get financing at all. In any of these scenarios, you are screwed. To protect yourself from the yo-yo scam, don't sign any agreement that includes language like subject to loan approval. Only drive a car off a dealer lot if you never have to go back. That's our top 10 tips to watch out for in the dealership finance office, and a bonus tip for those of you that made it this far. None of the products or fees that I mentioned are required by any legitimate banker for any car loan, and no banker ever reduces interest rates if you buy these products. Never forget that any banker working with any dealer knows that the number one responsibility of the dealer finance office is to make the dealer money, and the dealer banks do everything they can to help them do exactly that. You need to know that. Every day, as consumers become more savvy on dealer tricks, more ways to empty your pockets are being devised. They train daily for consumers who are steadily getting smarter. Only the good dealers are honing customer service skills. The rest of them are just developing ways to fool you. Don't ever go to a car dealer without having done your homework, and don't ever believe that the finance man is your friend. Remember the two rules I mentioned in the beginning. First, you are not obligated to buy or pay for anything you are offered in the finance office, no matter what they say, including additional dealer fees. And secondly, the finance man is obligated by the owner of the dealership to sell you products to boost dealer profits. Everything you will hear out of their mouth is to make the dealer money. It has nothing to do with protecting or looking out for you, the consumer. For those of you who are hardcore car shoppers and you want to pull an absolutely amazing stunt in the finance office, here's a great suggestion. Bring in a pocket recorder and ask to videotape the signing of your papers. You'll be surprised how fast you get out of that office, and you'll hear a very different story the moment they realize there is no wiggling out of a con job. The crooks in the car business would be gone a lot faster if more consumers recorded what happens in that finance office. If you are watching this video after the fact and you just found out that you got ripped off by one or more of these products, the good news is that you can always go back and get them canceled. It's true. Get back there now and fix your car deal. It's not too late. If you have a specific problem or question not answered here, please comment below. We'll do our best to provide you with helpful advice and suggestions. If you made it to the end of this video and you take the advice that I shared with you here, I have just saved you thousands of dollars and a ton of headaches on your next car deal. Thank us with a like below, and remember to subscribe to the channel. I'm Kevin Hunter. Thanks for watching.